are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Report. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
There we go.
I mean, that should be it at this,
are we here,
at this
people?
point.
Josh
dude.
B, somebody?
Josh B, anybody?
All right.
We should
check
be
on your
dialed
end?
in,
We're
dude.
good. We're like, it's not even a question. So
there we go, dude.
Nevertheless, we're good. But welcome
dude.
to another edition of the Sports Report. Tony said while we were muted that it is Hump Day.
It's Brian's favorite day of the week, dude. That's right.
Tony's
favorite day of the week, dude. How are you doing on this Hump Day, dude?
You know, pretty good. A lot to talk about. And I honestly, I have a scab picking problem. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday, dude.
Because I had like this, like, I don't even know what it is, but just like, you know, like sometimes you get it's like a pimple, but then it like lasts like a long time.
Yeah.
And it was, and I didn't touch it for a long time. And then the other day, I just like was watching the Yankee game and just started picking it. And now it's like this huge blood blister, and it's just so annoying.
Well, I mean, you can't do
I know you can't do it, but that's like saying you can't have sugar. I mean, it's like, come on, dude. You can't not pick. I know it is tough. I guess I enjoy picking scabs too. I guess sometimes. You know, Sam is obsessed with popping pimples. I guess kind of picking stuff too. Yeah, it's kind of.
I feel like that's like a weird. I feel like a lot of women do that.
Yeah,
dude.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's like this because of the I don't know, the makeup stuff, the facials, the cosmetology. I don't know if it's cosmetology is the right word for it.
You know,
cosmetics.
But I would say that's a good question for Michael K, since he seems to know a lot about people's wives. You know,
wow, dude,
right
off the rip of the show, dude. Hot damn.
No, I love
dude.
Michael K. Honestly, he was very, very, very courteous to us at the beach bash. In all seriousness, like everybody has a good time. He's joking about wives. Why can't I? I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, you're right, dude. Yep, absolutely right, dude. Yep.
But yeah, so much to get to, and we are going to review the start of preview, my bad, but the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs, which will be tomorrow in Memphis. But before we do that, Tony, I teased this yesterday on the episode of Binge Buddies.
I've been waiting for this.
Had the golf lesson.
What?
And if I had to sum it up, I know this sounds ridiculous.
It does.
But to characterize the instructor, I would say, right? Because that's what he said.
That?
No. What is that? That's what he said after every single thing he was saying to me. You know, bro, you're coming in too vertical, right? Like, no exaggeration.
How old was this guy?
If I had to guess, 40.
What?
And so, we have that. But then on top of it, the lesson starts and we get to it. And I'm literally explaining to him, like, I play golf all the time, having some trouble with the driver. The irons are pushed left occasionally.
Right.
And I say this to him and he's like, all right, man. Yeah, let's see what you got. Like, no, like he talks like that. It's like he is doing it on purpose almost. Like it's like, you know what it reminds me of? He sounds like somebody who would be like in like a Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell movie, like a Step Brothers or a Dumb and Dumber. Like he reminds me of somebody like that. That's what this
Was
guy.
he like trying to be cool and funny
No,
with
that's
you?
how
Or
he
was it
talks.
just him?
No, that's how he talks. Because I heard him giving a lesson before.
Oh, have you ever interacted with this guy before?
No, I never even seen him.
Oh my gosh.
So
Okay,
we get out to that start, and then
yeah.
he's showing me like diagrams and stuff. He's starting with this drill, which I will admit, like he everything he was pointing out. Okay,
Helpful.
well, it's just that's like what you're supposed to do, and I understand that. Maybe I knew it, maybe not to that extent, but basically there was just this drill with like the whole like as you're going back, you kind of almost like pause here, and then you get your power by lifting up a little bit after your turns, and then go in, inside out the ball. And he was explaining to me how my drivers, the ones that are going way left, I'm just instead of doing that, I'm going like that.
Okay.
And he's showing me the diagram and stuff. So he had me doing this drill for like 20, 30 minutes. And like, I'm not really doing it like that great. Like I'd have a couple good ones, but they're not really. And it's like, we're just hammering the same thing for like a half hour. So that's half the lesson. Just like me with a pitching wedge, just going like this. And I'm not really doing it like all properly because it's like, that's not my natural swing. So then I asked you some other clubs. He shows me some stuff out. And let me just tell you, next thing you know, like I'm using my driver for the first time when there's 10 minutes left. Hit a couple good shots, but then he just keeps telling me I'm not fully doing the thing. And then next thing you know, lesson's over, time, money wasted. And it's like, I feel partly responsible just because it's like, I feel like I should have just told him, it's like, listen, I'm not going to change my swing. I was just looking for something that you could help me with just to make like better contact given, how I'm going to come through. And like, maybe it's me. Maybe it's just I'm being, stubborn. I don't want to change the swing, but it's like, I don't know. It just feels, I don't swing a golf club, like turn to the side like this. And I know that's like the normal average way, but that's just like how I swing. And I would have thought, given by what I said, that he would understand that it's like, I'm not looking to reinvent the wheel here.
Mm-hmm.
I just want like a couple like quick things. And he's trying to completely change my swing path.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. But like, did you explain that to him in the beginning or not so
well, I just
much?
said, like,
you
I
said
play
like,
all
hey,
the time.
yeah.
Like, it's like, so really, I'm just trying to like do those couple of things. And also, I mean, him being the licensed instructor, isn't it on him to like, okay, let's try something different, or let's work with, like, instead of just not really saying that much and just like watching me hit and just show me on some diagram of where I'm coming back and where I should be. And like,
yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, and it's tough too, because I feel like in that instance too, like I would be like, all right, like you're like, obviously this guy knows, so I'm gonna trust him to be like, all right, let's get like, let's go through this rigmarole of a thing he's trying to set me up with, because you would imagine, at the end of the lesson,
bless you.
Thank you. Like all this would culminate into, well, this is now what you have to do in your driver, sort of deal, like kind of like a step process to work up towards this is now your better swing. But again, it just doesn't really sound like he did that.
Well, yeah, so he's like, oh, well, we start with like a pitching wedge because I'm just like, that's where, and then everything, you can't use the bigger clubs like until you get it done that way. But it's like
you didn't start like yesterday.
Right. No, that was the annoying part. It's like almost like he's giving me a lesson as if I've never played golf before.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, was he like trying to sell you on more lessons? Like, is that what he was trying to do?
No,
maybe?
And I could just tell at the end he like
didn't like you.
No, not that, but he probably almost felt bad in a way, because it's like you could just tell like nothing's accomplished. Like, you're just telling me that I'm not doing your path back, but that's all you're telling me.
Right.
And that was the lesson. It's still good. And I don't know, because I don't really get lessons that much, but in the past, like, I've always given him like a 10 or 20. I did give him like a $10 tip. And he was like, sure, you don't want to change it? Because I could tell like you felt bad. I don't know. I just felt like it was the right thing to do. But then it's like, wow, dude. Like, he was just so weird. I wish I had a video. Like, it's like, I swear to God, it's like, there's just no way anybody could like watch a video of this guy talk and not just be like, are you actually being serious, or like it's that extreme?
That's tough, dude. Oh God, that is really tough. So what are you gonna try to get someone else?
There's more to this, Tony.
With the instructor?
No.
Okay, because now we're off on the course.
Right. Get to the course. Just get there. Tee time. So go out, and I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing some of this without even realizing it, But start great. Par the first 2 holes. Okay.
Drives are good.
Yeah, using a 5-iron.
Oh, okay.
5-iron, 200 right down the middle. Everything's great. And then I have this odd stretch starting on 3, the par 3 downhill at Gainer.
Okay.
The pond right there, that yank it left, triple that hole. Then get to the par 5, hit a good tee shot there and a bogeying it. So that's another 6. So I go 6-6. Then it's the par 4. Miss a putt, double bogey there.
Oh, another 6.
Another 6. Then we go to the other par 5. Miss a putt, bogey, another 6. Then go to the par 4, downhill, miss a putt, another 6, Tony. Okay? So 5 6s in a row after 2 pars.
Are you freaking out?
I'm just like, oh, geez. Like, is this going to, go the way I'm thinking?
Right.
Then the short par 4 and a bogey it. Okay. We're good there. Another 6 on the par 3. Terrible tee shot, chip kind of long, 3, 4, I guess, 4 putt. 4 putt on the green, kind of weird pin position, 49 in the front. So feeling like, here we go. Of course. Par 10, bogey 11, par 12, bogey 13, bogey 14, bogey 15, bogey 16, bogey 17, par 18, 90, 41 on the back.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, I'm saying I thought that was pretty good. Now you're telling me it's not.
I kind of thought maybe you would have some more pars, honestly. I mean, 90.
Wow,
I thought you wanted more, dude.
41 in the back, chopped liver, Tony. And actually, you know what? I did take a picture of the scoring card because I was setting it to back because I just thought it looked weird. I'm actually going to take a look at this again just to make sure if I was wrong on any of that. So how many pars did you count? So we had the opening 2.
Right, opening 2.
And then what? 3 on the back?
3 in the back. The one on the 18, and you had you had bogey
10.
17, 16, 15,
okay, so,
14.
Yeah. So parred 1, 2, 10, 12, and 18. So I guess 10, 12. Okay, so 4 pars for the day. But I mean, I feel like bogeys are good though, honestly.
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like coming from you though, I feel like normally you're always like expecting a little bit more, and then you're like, I guess 41 on the back is great, but then the overall score.
Well, I guess the point I was trying to make, Tony, is like, so it's been 2 weeks of where I couldn't even post a score on the grid. So it's like where, let's say there were 8 rounds, 5 were over 100, and then like the other 3 were like 99, 98, 96. So now it's like, okay, we finally worked our way down. We had a shot of 41 on the back. So now I feel like next time I go out there, we're talking in the 80s. Because I just feel really comfortable with everything. And then also, too, I feel like maybe, and not that I want to give this doofus credit over here, but maybe like my chipping was pretty good. So maybe you kind of helped me with that because he said it's the same stroke about just coming to the side. But
what does that mean exactly?
But like, I guess it's, dude, it's hard for me even to explain this because to me, it just feels natural to just go up and to go down. Like everybody has their swing. And like, I feel like you probably don't even like think about it, but you probably have a decent turn when you're swinging.
I guess. What does that mean though? Like turn, what do you mean? Like, because like, again, you're talking about going up and then down. I mean, that's what I feel like I'm doing.
But I guess he's saying like you're going in, up, down, and through.
That's what you're doing.
No.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Textbook is.
So you said up and then like in?
No.
Like
in, up, through.
What does in mean though? In what?
Means like you're turning your shoulders, like you're loading up, and then you come up a little more, have that power, and then come through.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. I guess so.
Because it's like you don't have just an arm swing. I mean,
right. Of course.
You have some torque.
You're using your back, your hips. Like,
and I don't know. To me, for whatever reason, I was just never comfortable with that.
Interesting, dude. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'd love honestly to get a lesson myself. Maybe not by that guy.
No, but I'm so mad I didn't get like recording of this.
It would have been sick if you were like, yo, you mind if I just like record this swing for later?
Yeah, man. No, but you know what it was? Like, yeah, he sounded like he was in Dumber and Dumber or Step Brothers, and then to top it off, like it felt like he smoked like a pound of weed before the lesson.
Wow.
Like just such a weirdo. And I don't know. It is weird now that I think about it though. All three people that I got lessons for, like the first guy, definitely weird. Second guy, cool, but a little weird. And then this guy was the worst of them all. So I guess net, Sterling, just not the place for lessons.
Oh yeah, maybe, dude. I guess would you try somewhere else for a lesson?
Oh yeah, I mean I'd try anywhere. But I think just knowing that, I don't know. And then maybe too, it's me just being stubborn. Maybe it is like just with my swing, like because he was just trying to tell me, oh, well, when you hit it well, everything's just timed perfectly, but that's tough to do. But maybe it's like, even if it was PGA Tour Instructor of the Year, Tony Michael Breed, Sirius XM Radio, A New Breed of Golf, Monday through Friday. Even
the fuck is that, dude? Is he paying you for this?
Nah, I just was trying to get you back up, to be honest. But he won Instructor of the Year in all seriousness.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I wonder even if
he change your swing.
Couldn't do it without changing my swing.
Yeah.
That's what I was asking.
So, I mean, I guess that begs the next question. Are you willing to change your swing?
Like, yeah, but this is why, like, because people have said this before, but that's something I would have to do on the range, not on the course. Like, otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Tough thing, week off coming up. And then I think I'm going to just, I guess, work on the range. And I think I'll be able to put it together. But whatever. I was just trying to I know, and I get it because my expectations should be better. I was just relieved to score 90 because I hadn't touched that in a couple of weeks. And, it's 10 above my career low.
Right.
So obviously working my way down. But I just feel way more confident than I did the other day.
What's this instructor's name? Are you willing to say his name?
I don't know his last name, but first name is Chris.
Chris. Did Chris mention anything about practice swings?
You know what he did mention, actually?
Yeah.
The addressing the ball, dude. I swear to God, the whole thing about when I said walking up the tee.
Yeah, you got to address the ball.
You got just from back here. You could just see everything better. Just see everything better. That's what he did say that. And he's like, yeah, pick a spot, like, a couple feet up. Like, that's your target line. Okay. You gotta have your target line here. But it's like, I'm not addressing the ball, dude. I don't care. That's one thing. I'm not fucking doing
What'd you say to him? No. How'd you react when he said that? Did you laugh? Give a smile? A little smirk?
No, you know me. I'm just like, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, addressing the ball.
Oh, man. But, yeah, so one of those things, it just, I don't know. Why couldn't I just get, like, a normal instructor? I just feel like, I don't know, it was just weird that he wasn't saying much. And it's just like, he didn't want to say anything else until he saw that I'm like doing this full turn, and it's like I was trying, but it just feels awkward. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like,
I mean, again, I feel like you've been golfing forever. Like this, like to change your swing, it's gonna take like a lot of time.
Yeah,
and
like
practice.
And I know I could have said more, but I feel like he should have gotten from what I said that it's like I wasn't looking to change his swing.
Yeah, no, clearly he wasn't getting that, and I don't know. Again, like I mean, I wouldn't be sitting there like You aren't. I mean, I don't think you are. I'm not one to be like making a scene now about like, with this fucking coach about how like you don't want to you want to do something different, but not change your swing. Like, I feel like I thought handled it. Like you explained yourself.
Yeah, but it's just tough because I was just hoping to come. Maybe I should have just said I only want to work on my driver. Maybe that would have helped.
Yeah, I mean,
that's really what I should have done because my iron play has been really good recently.
I mean, I know it's tough, dude. I mean, it seems like this guy has like his like protocol,
and it's like if you can't do that, Jeremy Schaap, right?
Oh, we can do more next lesson.
yeah. Okay. Dude.
Okay, guy.
So I don't know. I guess the good thing I feel about it is confidence is back. And really want to finish out the season strong once I come back from vacation. So let's go.
Yeah, so that's right. You're not golfing today. You're leaving tomorrow morning.
Yeah, bright and early.
What time?
6 a.m. flight.
Oh,
so probably gonna leave the house at 3.
Packed?
Packed. Yes.
You are packed.
Oh,
great.
Oh,
okay.
Come on.
I was expecting no, not packed.
No.
That's what I expected. But well, that's nice, dude. So car service?
No.
Driving?
Always. Smart
Paying
park.
for parking. Smart park.
Smart park.
Well, that's cool. JFK?
JFK.
Very nice, dude. That's gonna be a nice little fight. Nervous for the fight?
No. I don't know. I just feel like the way you asked that, it's like you're trying to make it negative.
Yeah.
Like I didn't say anything about that. And then you're like, oh, you nervous?
You're not fighting JetBlue, right? You're going to on Sunday. Yeah.
No, that was like that's like asking me on the course. I'm about to hit my tee shot.
Yeah.
Yo, you nervous?
You nervous for the tee shot, dude?
Like didn't say anything about that. Anyhow, moving along here, tons of comments. Let's. What do we got? What do we got?
Josh B says, "Yo fam, what up? Hump day, Yankees better. Hashtag TCA. Hashtag Sportsport.
That's right.
Hashtag DTV.
Hump day.
Matthew Ryan says, now that's better from Yankees. Soto. Matthew Ryan said, muted. I think he was referring to the audio issues.
Absolutely.
Josh B says, we are back. I think this was all audio stuff.
Absolutely, dude. They're on it. They're on top of it. People watch. People listen.
Matthew Ryan says, at Josh B. Prez, are you still mad at me?
Oh, yeah, he is, dude. Matthew
Never
Ryan.
was.
Little background here. No, he's definitely ticked off Josh B,
said
dude. No, it's a lie.
Oh, it's a
It's
lie.
a lie, dude. Sunday, horseshoe, Matthew Ryan on the line. Josh B couldn't call in. Josh B, what is this, dude? He was even talking about it last night on Bitch Buddies. Like, yo, can I call in? Or is Matthew Ryan on the line, dude?
Wow.
And that's exactly how he said it, too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. What else we got?
Josh B said he was never mad at him, always in good fun. Matthew Ryan says, at Josh B, the Prez, well, in that case, Yankees won, suck it, LOL, Mets lost to the A's.
Does he think Josh is a Mets fan or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that.
Because it's the second time he's like kind of throwing like a
just
Mets
throw
dig.
an at Tony in there, and then the whole thing makes sense. Or an at Kev do. Yeah. He didn't. So I'm saying it doesn't make sense.
At Josh B. What else we got?
Jay Bird says, no Barnes, that's a bad instructor. They just want your money.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, so I don't know. To me, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just stubborn or to me, I don't know. It just didn't seem like how qualified is this guy really? Is he like he just knows some like textbook?
You should have asked him that, dude.
No, no, what I actually did see. They have everything listed outside the driver range.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, a couple other people say like PGA instructor, head of golf, and his just says instructor.
Oh, shit, dude.
Something to keep in mind.
So he's a fucking nobody.
Probably. But you know what I mean? Would he just do some online training and he just follows the same steps
He
over
probably
and over
took
with
like the
everybody,
100 level course.
Yeah.
I'm a PGA certified coach and I can just coast on this one and take advantage of people.
Yeah.
Not good.
Jeremy Schaap.
What else we got for comments?
Matthew Ryan says, at Jaybird, completely agree. That's why I don't go for lessons anymore. They just want your money.
That's tough, dude.
Jaybird says, work on shoulder flexibility and core strength. I think he's referring to the golf lessons.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I guess that's
no, and that's what I need to do. And he was even saying that drill like dry swings in the apartment, just practice.
Have you done that? Have you done it?
I could barely do that. Honestly, it's like I don't know, just like work with what I have. Why do we need to just? I think if you're that good of an instructor, Tony, you can work with it.
Oh my god. Oh, all right. What else we got?
Matthew Ryan says, Barnes, you don't need lessons. They are a waste of time.
Wow, dude.
He also says, Barnes, you shot the same score I did.
What course, what tees, how many breakfast balls,
yeah,
what's
that's right,
give
dude.
me look like. And there's a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah, a lot of questions there.
Josh B says, I would love to play bogey golf like that. Nice B. And then Matthew Ryan says,
appreciate it, brother.
I can beat Barnes in golf easily, like so easily.
Who said that?
Matthew Ryan.
Wow, really, dude?
Fellow Yankee fan, just going right for the jugular.
Yeah, I don't know what he's woke up and chose violence today, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Not finished. He says Barnes is relying on a moron for lessons. LOL, I don't need lessons.
Oh my gosh. All right, Matt. All right. Like what?
Also says just Ranger fans need lessons.
What the fuck is that, dude?
Everybody needs lessons.
I'm sure Matthew Ryan could use a few lessons.
Oh my God!
All right, come on,
please,
guys.
please.
What else is he talking?
I can go down a little bit. He says Barnes is a hacking machine in golf.
He hasn't even seen one swing.
Wow, dude.
So apparently, hack. No, his swing is crazy, and you might call it a hack, to be honest. But you have to see it first.
I mean, maybe he's seen it in our vlog.
True, he could have.
Yeah.
What are your qualifications?
What are your qualifications?
Is Chris on a list somewhere?
That's a freaking great question for the instructor.
Yeah.
What are your qualifications? Did you meet that guy before the lesson?
No, I mean just like right before it started.
Right, but no, I mean, but they don't tell you, oh, you'll be with Chris.
If he said I'll be with Chris, but that's it. That's all he said. But
interesting.
He was like giving some lesson to some old lady before, and like the way he was talking, I was thinking like, okay, like if this is an older lady, that's why he's talking. And he kept going in that tone.
Oh no, dude.
But listen, we're over. I like I said, I'm just happy that Common is back. Let's go full steam ahead. We're back.
Yes, full on.
I am so much better than golf than you guys. Well, then let's play it, Matthew. Let's play.
You still going on about it?
Yeah. I mean, it's like Jesus. But anyway, speaking of golf, the playoffs are here, Tony. How about that?
Yeah, I guess. I'm honestly not kind of riled for playoffs. I don't know, dude.
You literally like last week said you were.
I know, but I think the whole like the scoring system thing, right? Because
that's not this week or next week.
That's not?
No.
When is that then?
Well, the week after.
Is it?
Yeah, there's only 3 playoff events. I mean, have you been living under a rock?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, geez, Tony.
Wait, but do I not like this is FedEx right here? Okay. So it's like the point system.
All it is right now. It's still regular season points, top 70 qualified.
Right.
Everybody below that, see you later. Not in. Playing tournament now. It will go down to 50 players. So like if you don't finish, actually no, that's not true. So it's after this tournament, the top 50 in points advance. So depending on how they do this, positions change. Then you go to Castle Rock next week, Reed Fowler coverage, and then from there, after that is done, whoever is 30th or higher advances to the Tour Championship, which is then they do the stagger start for that.
That I'm not really hyped for. I don't know. The stagger start. I was talking with Zach this morning about it. It's like I don't know. I think it's kind of weird.
You're just flip flopping. And it's like we're previewing this, and now you're just like before we even say one thing about it. Oh, not really hyped.
I'm not really hyped about it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. It just seems like you just.
I mean, you've been trying to convince me you're not hyped about it. I feel the past couple of weeks.
Tony, but it's like we talk about every tournament before, like just for this one, you want to just like make a stand. Not really hyped, dude.
I'm just dude.
Well, it's golf. I'm always hyped, Tony. So
that's
how about
not
that?
True. No. That's nonsense, right? Because you were talking about flip flopping. I mean, the past couple of weeks, it's gonna be so long to Augusta.
No, honestly, I think this goes with your theme of you nervous, dude. Like that's really what it is. I'm literally just about to talk about the tournament, and then you're like, yeah, dude, I'm not really that hyped. Same thing.
Can't speak my mind. I'm just speaking my mind right now, dude. To tell you how I feel. All right. I'm just not that hyped.
Negative.
The juice around it.
You do listen to a lot of Mets games. The broadcast
that's ridiculous.
Can be very negative.
First of all,
I think that's part of it.
If anything, they're positive and amazing and number one. Also, don't forget
Keith's
they're
really
number
positive.
one,
Keith
dude.
is not
number
positive.
One, dude.
Anybody can say they're number one. Matthew Ryan can say he's number one.
No, he can't.
They said he was number one.
Who's they?
Themselves.
No, that's not true.
Yes,
they were
yes,
ranked number one,
K.
dude. Ask Michael K. He's not biased.
Yeah.
No.
He's good friends with them. Anyway, because that's just gonna go around in a circle. But Tony apparently isn't riled. But the FedEx St. Jude Championship is gonna begin tomorrow. TPC Southwind, Memphis, Tennessee here. $20 million purse, 7,244 yards, par 70. Your defending champion, not in the field, Lucas Glover. He won in the playoff over Cantlay, 15 under in 23. Zalatoris won in 22, same circumstance, 15 under in a playoff, this time over Straka. Finau won in 21. That tournament, though, was held at Liberty National in New Jersey. DJ won in 2020, 30 under, but that tournament was held in Boston. And then 2019, Patrick Reed, Liberty National, and he was 16 under par. So this used to be a regular season event. They made it playoff event, so it's been an official playoff event last 2 years. This is the third year in a row. So you're obviously all your golfers are in the field here, being that this is the beginning of the playoffs. So obviously Scotty, Xander, Rory, Ludwig, Wyndham Clark, Colin Morikawa, Victor Hovland, Patrick Cantlay, and Tommy Fleetwood, Matsuyama, Theegala. And really the big thing here is not so much the guys at the top in terms of position, but the guys at the bottom who is going to work themselves in to the top 50 here to advance to Castle Rock next week. That's the big storyline coming into this tournament. Yeah,
that's a great question. And I'm noticing like the golfers ranked 9th and 10th aren't in the field. Do you know who that is?
So probably Cam Smith and Bryson.
Interesting. Well, regardless, I mean, it is going to be interesting, I suppose. I mean, obviously, if you want to talk about FedEx Cup points, I mean, clearly Scotty is going to be at first. I don't know how, but the breakdown for the tournaments, though, in terms of how many points you get, are all different, right?
Most of them, I think, are 500.
500?
Yeah, and then these are more.
These are, no, that's what I'm saying. These next three are more
worth more points.
They are worth more points. So is there an opportunity for like Sky to get jumped, you think, or no? It's too far.
No, it's just guys below. But yeah, he has too big of a lead. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you know who, like, I'm trying to see where the, okay, here we go. Points. There we go, dude. So let's go down top 30 tour championship. Oh my God, it is actually super tight around there. Right outside your top 30, Cam Young, Tommy Fleetwood, Steven Yeager. Right outside the top 50, you have Harris English by a point, Nick Taylor, Justin Rose is right there as well. Wow, Victor Hovland's outside the top 50 too, huh?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, so I mean, Rose and Cole and Hovland and Van Ruin, all going to try to work themselves in. Boy, kind of sad to see that Grayson Murray's still there. He would have qualified.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah. Jordan Spieth as well. So, those guys are going to be looking to play well here. Jonathan Vegas, who, won a couple weeks ago. Dunlap, his first year, on the PGA Tour. So, going to be a lot of jockeying for position. Seems like an in-between golf course, not very easy, but also not very hard, given the scores here.
Why wouldn't Glover be in the field?
He didn't qualify.
Oh, he didn't qualify.
He's not in the top 70. He had to win. He had to win.
Oh, he is out of the top 70. You're right.
And then so did Kuchar. He missed it for the first time in 17 years.
That's tough, dude.
So those guys are going to be more motivated. But do you think that changes your mind in terms of who wins this, or do you think it's still we're going to see the most talented golfers be in contention and ultimately win here? I mean,
yeah, I guess so. I mean, I couldn't imagine that Scotty's the type of guy to let up, and I mean, yeah, like there's no way like these the top 5 guys, top 10 guys, even they're not going to be kind of coasting through. They're going to want to play their best golf, like they always do. So I don't think that really makes a difference. Do you?
No, but I think maybe, I don't know, just sometimes desperation, these guys,
they focus
at the bottom, like a Rose, a Spieth, a Dunlap, maybe they win. I don't know. But who wins? Who's the sleeper? What are you thinking here?
I know it's so tough, dude. I mean, I don't want to go with Scotty, even though it's like, I mean, it's hard not to. I guess, all right, let's say for my winner here, I'm going to go with Byung-Hun An, honestly. I know I was kind of hot on him for the Olympics. A little bit underwhelming, but it's going to be his first PGA tournament back since the Olympics. I think some time off, will allow him to kind of focus up here, get the job done, to be honest. And looking at some of the past results, I guess, Glover won with 15 under, I think, last year.
Yeah, 15 under was the winning score of the last 2.
Yeah, so the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. So there you go. I mean, we got 3rd year in a row, 15 under, Byung-Hun An. And then I guess for a sleeper, I'm gonna go down the list here. Why not? Let's see. In the field, we'll go down the list a little bit. So tough, dude. guess give me Dunlap. I kind of like Dunlap. You mentioned
I
a
like
a little bit outside looking in. Gonna want to make a splash here. I was thinking Spieth, but I don't think Spieth
I feel
has
like
it
I'm
in
done
him,
with
dude.
Spieth.
Yeah, I feel so bad for him, to be honest. But give me Nick Dunlap for your sleeper there. I would say if he does win, he's winning at 18 under.
Okay.
Bang.
Wait, and then what was on
15 under
15 again
for the third year in a row.
And I was just thinking about this with Spieth. Like it doesn't seem like he's gonna win again. But then again, I mean, given that he's 31 years old, like he probably will. But I was just gonna ask you, if he were to win, do you feel like just because of his history there, it would have to be at Augusta National?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, a bunch of top fives, obviously one there in 15.
I could see him taking like a British Open though.
True. It needs that PGA to complete the career Grand Slam, but for some reason,
it's eluding him.
Yeah, the elusive fourth major. So, him and Rory. Well, you think either one of them could complete the career Grand Slam?
I think if anyone will, it'd be Jordan.
At the PGA. Rory at Augusta, it's like
I
Norman
don't think
at Augusta.
Dude. Literally, dude. Terrible. Dude, watch Let It Rip yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I did.
Loved it or not?
I did like it a lot. It was very interesting, like how they kind of focused on those 4 years.
The
and what he's doing now.
Chocolate ice cream in the jug.
Fucking claret jug, hilarious. I didn't really know how much of a issue with addiction he had, to be honest. I just kind of thought that was like his, he was just like drinking. Like that was sort of, I didn't realize there was like domestic violence and stuff like that, like tear up your house, be too drunk.
Yeah.
So
it seems like he's got a handle on it now, though, right? I mean, he's coaching his son.
Yeah, his son seems great. It does. Again, sad story, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because I was telling Zach too, like both those documentaries were like kind of sad because it's like what could have been.
But I think also though Norman was far better than Daly. I don't know if Daly, like I feel like he won those tournaments that put him on the map, but he never really displayed any type of consistency.
Never, dude.
So
but again, you have to wonder though, if he was sober like the whole time, didn't have that issue with gambling, with drinking, would he have been that great?
Yeah.
Because I mean, what did he win? I had it in my notes the other day.
It was the PGA, and then he won the Open.
Yeah, he won the Open. That's right. He won the Open in '95. That was his sober win.
Right, chocolate ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream. That's right. I feel like if he did that, and that was with the fucking, I forget who he was playing against, but they forced a playoff off like a ridiculous chip.
Oh, right. No.
Because he was.
No, the guy fell down. Remember? The guy made the chip.
He made the chip.
Literally collapsed. Like not like fainted, but was just like.
Because I think he was like, I don't know. He was off the green by maybe 10 feet.
Yeah.
Had to make like a nice chip to get a one putt in to tie.
Duff the chip. But then chipped it in.
And then made a ridiculous chip to make it in. And like, of course, fucking Daly's like in. He's already finished. He's in the back
Probably
watching with his wife, dude.
Beers.
Yeah, who knows, dude? But he does come out in the playoff and fucking hammer. Like totally torches this guy. Which was interesting format back then. They just did a 4-hole playoff.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do one hole to see, and if you win the hole.
Some are different. It's weird how that's not a consistent thing, but that's how it always in. US Open, which is kind of cool. Obviously, you get why they don't do it, time, all this stuff.
Right.
US Open used to be Monday, 18 holes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool, but then
that
sometimes
is very cool.
Maybe it's not close, so then is it cool? Like just get it over with.
Well, that's what I mean too. In this, like in 4 holes, he was torching by hole 2, So it was like kind of like, I kind of like the 1 hole at a time sort of deal, in my opinion. But nonetheless, that was a huge win for him, dude. Like to come out afterwards too and do it sober. I think that again, that was kind of indicative to me on what he could have been doing sober. If he had it under control. But it is tough. It's crazy how they talked about like obviously the different amount of like type of fans he brought. Obviously more like rowdy people, and how they were all like the enabling of him drinking and stuff like that. It's really crazy, dude. Like what he went through.
But I don't have, and that doc's a little older, but like
2018, I think it came out.
I just don't get
2019.
Like, so now is it like, is he hammered? Like that's what I'm confused about.
That's what I mean. Does he drink again? Like,
no, I think he does, but maybe he's just not an alcoholic. I don't know.
I don't know. Because again, I mean, the amount of denial he had, that interview was like, I was drinking a 5th of Jack a day. Like now I only do beer. I learned my lesson. And it's just like, well, no, like you didn't. Like you're still.
What do I? He's just like sitting there. He's like, I mean, I'm just drinking.
Yeah.
Just wanted to drink.
Dude, I never drank during a tournament. I was hungover. I was maybe still drunk from the night before. Never drank during a tournament, except
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, dude. Oh my God.
Never
so
had an affair
funny.
when he was married, except
Dude, oh my God, the wife. And she was like a fucking, I don't even know. She was like working the tournament. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she was like one of the Czech girls or whatever.
Crazy. But if anybody didn't see it, highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Hit it hard in ESPN 30 for 30 featuring John Daly, Tony.
Good job there. Good job.
My picks, though, for the FedEx St. Jude, gonna go with Morikawa. I picked him a couple times recently. Seems like he's close. Does he finally win one? We'll see. But if I say he wins at 17 under and a nice sleeper, it would get him into next week's tournament, maybe potentially into the Tour Championship if he has a good week next week, if he wins this week. So I know if that, the grizzled vet himself, Justin Rose. I think you knew I was going to say it. I just feel like he's jacked up, came close at the Open, due to get the job done now. Let's go. Right?
Oh, yeah. No, I think you're right, dude. I mean, obviously playing well right now. The golfer is hot. I mean, that's what's super important. And Justin Rose, you mentioned veteran mentality. I mean, you gotta love that one, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what his odds are?
Well, let's see the odds tab over here. Justin Rose, you put a couple shekels up. All right.
What would you guess before you looked? Oh.
Yeah, 100 to 1.
So is that plus 10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, dude.
Couple shekels.
Couple shekels will be really nice right there if he wins.
If that. Coverage though. Beginning 8:15 tomorrow, ESPN Plus. Then we move over to Golf Channel, 2:00.
If you had, like, let's say, like, money wasn't really an issue here, and you want to put money on Justin Rose for this tournament, how much should we be putting down, you think?
I mean, it says he's 100 to 1. I mean, just put down like $100 or something.
Really? If you, but like, you wouldn't put that like 10 grand if you had if you were rich.
Not for those type of wagers.
Okay,
come on,
fine,
you know that you're being silly here. Come on.
Oh, maybe that's a John Daly in me, maybe,
yeah,
dude.
I think so. But then, NBC will have the coverage over the weekend, and then ESPN Plus through and through. Golf Channel, the early coverage, late NBC, I think 3 to 6, 3 to 7. So yeah, looking forward to this one despite Tony's trepidations, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets surprised on how enjoyable this tournament is. But we will see. You know what wasn't enjoyable for him last night? The world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game! Out of sight!
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes! See ya!
All right. So a victory last night for your New York Yankees, 4-1. We'll go over the particulars, but let's just say the star of the show in this one, Juan Soto. Not one, not two, but 3 home runs last night. First time in his career. The only thing that put a little bit of a damper on this. He hasn't even been placed on the injury list yet, but Jazz Chisholm injuring his UCL on that slide home, and surgery a possibility, of course, the whole Yankees, the medicals, sorting everything out. So, who knows? Do we try to rehab it for 5-6 weeks
and
then get him going for the playoffs? Or is this something that's going to keep him out for the start of next season? We don't know. But obviously that was disappointing, but you just have to move forward. And, when we find out more on that, there'll be something to discuss, but for right now, you just kind of have to wait and see and hope, that he can at least be back for the playoffs. If it's not a complete tear, this and that, sometimes you can, rehab these, elbow injuries.
Yeah, dude, that is kind of unfortunate. And, I do remember that play too. It was on that slide in from home. I mean, yeah, it's just unfortunate that the tag came down on the elbow. That sucks, dude. You really don't, like, again, for someone of his level of play, his attitude, his demeanor, and of course with his history of injuries as well with Miami, you do hope that he does kind of like,
I mean, I guess it's like
that much.
It is weird though, because I don't know. I mean, I guess that was a head first slide, so maybe it's just his reckless style of play.
But I mean, what the hell, dude? That wasn't the wrong move. He fucking scored. Like, what do you mean?
Wasn't.
You know,
it
like,
wasn't. But you do look at his career. I mean, he never has played more than barely over 100 games. So it's just like
it's tough.
It is a track record thing. Hopefully, he can figure that out. But on the diamond last night, I did forget though. There was one other star of the show. How about Nestor Cortez Jr., Tony? 7 innings, 3 hits, no runs or walks, 9 strikeouts, 104 pitches, getting his 6th win of the season. So good to see him have a solid road start, albeit against the White Sox, but you got to start somewhere.
That's right.
So you love to see that. And in terms of Soto here, his first home run in opposite field, shot 360 feet to left in the third, made it 2-0 Yankees. And it's just so funny. Everybody talks about how you look at his home runs, especially his opposite field, like they just look like fly balls and they just keep going. Like the trajectory on his home runs are unbelievable. So that made it 2-0. That was his 31st of the season. He has another homer in the 5th, making it 3-0. That was left center, 416. And then the third home run of the game, right center, 406. So just absolutely dialed in last night. So you love to see that out of Soto. He had an at bat in the 9th to go for 4. It was given 5 balls, swung at ball 4, a slider outside of the zone, getting a little aggressive.
I saw that. He was laughing at it. Dude.
He was. Yeah. Why not go for it? But the thing is,
would you be tight if you were Boone? Hey, what are you doing, Juan? Huh?
I mean, it wasn't like that crazy of a pitch.
No, yeah, it wasn't that.
If it was like above his head, then that would be different. So, outstanding game by him. But again, the bullpen finding itself into trouble here. Mark Leiter walking 2 there in the 8th inning, giving up a hit in those 2 walks. Luckily, Tommy Kahnle getting out of trouble. But Kahnle getting into trouble. And this was on the heels of the Yankees having the bases loaded because Judge and Soto had walked in that inning after a Verdugo double. But they had the bases loaded, only 1 out. But unfortunately, Austin Wells, a screaming liner, but right at the second baseman, Soto off the bat, gets doubled off. So they don't add any runs there. And then Tommy Kahnle gives up a double and then a walk. So he's removed after only 10 pitches. So they go for Jake Cousins, looking for his first career save. Has a strikeout, a walk, and a pop out and another strikeout. His slider had a lot of bite. So he earns his first save of the year. But White Sox threatening there. I mean, bases were loaded. So one swing would have won them the game. But the Yankees hold on here for their 71st win of the season, back to first place in the American League East. And it's Cousins has really been nice. And, watching the game last night, his slider, so much movement. So I think he's going to continue to be valuable for them. Leiter is definitely a concern. Had started out looking pretty good his first few appearances, but has given up runs, been a little wild. So you hope that, he can settle down, the grizzled vet, Tony, that he is. Kahnle has been strong since coming back from injury. So I think it was just one of those things. He didn't have it last night. He couldn't locate his changeup. His fastball was locatable. Problem, it was hittable. But I think the thing is the changeup is his dominant feature pitch, strikeout pitch. So not having that last night, location wise, he was out of sorts. And, that's why it just wasn't his night last night.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's fine, I suppose, in this instance. But I mean, looking forward, do you think he's going to figure it out?
He's not the concern. The concern is Mark Leiter,
right?
Michael Tonkin, Elia De Los Santos.
That guy's got to go.
Clay Holmes. Those are your concern. Even Weaver, too. Weaver's had a little bit of a rough go. I don't know why Boone gave him off for this game as well. So maybe he gets in tonight. Not that they should really need any high leverage relievers. So Nestor, outstanding. So you love to see that.
Oh,
Soto,
yeah, dude.
Same deal. Their streak of 8 hits or more continues. Longest streak, I think, since 95 or 96. So
no kidding.
It's been a long time since they've had this many games in a row where they're getting 8 or 9 hits here. So you look at the box score. other than Soto. Judge 2 for 3, and then also 2 walks. Wells with a single, Torres with a single, and then as well Cabrera with a single as well. So all in all, after that terrible feeling from the game on Tuesday night, or Monday night, nice to get a win here, and we'll have an opportunity to win the series this evening. And the only damper on that, Will Warren getting another start here. I don't know what the deal with that is. Just trying to give starters extra days, I guess. A lot of games in a row, but obviously he got absolutely hammered last time out.
Yeah, I don't really see the infatuation with him.
I mean, other than the stuff, numbers don't show it. Great was like one of their best pitchers in the minors last year, but again, it's about this year, 6 ERA.
So would you keep trotting him out there?
No, it's just one of those things. They don't have many options in the minors, but it's like you would think there would be better option than that. But I guess it's like maybe 2, they believe in him, and just feel like the results haven't been there. But going up against the White Sox gives him his best opportunity. I mean, we see how much Nestor had struggled. He was dialed in, confident, really had his swag back last night.
Swag back. No, yeah, I totally agree there. And I think, his line of the night shows that no walks, which is great. You mentioned the control too is there, 9 Ks. I mean, that's exactly what you want, especially against the White Sox too, for a pitcher who's been struggling. What do you think about Verdugo? It's obviously still in the leadoff spot. I think he had 1 single. He was on the bags for Soto's home run. I mean, do you still like him at the
defense? Good, but we just talked about it yesterday.
I know we talked about it yesterday, but so no.
Well, he's got to be.
The needle's not moving yet for you.
I mean, he's just got to be better offensively. Yeah. I mean, he's been hit. How long has he been stuck hitting in the 230?
230, yeah,
3-4 months. A while. I mean, it's like he's got to do better. So hopefully he will. It'll be interesting to see what they do to fill Jazz's roster spot. They have a couple options. I think the best option though is just to go with Jason Dominguez because Cabrera and LeMahieu play third anyway, and that's the position that Jazz is already playing. And then Dominguez just play outfield, rotate him in for Verdugo. All good.
You think that's what they're gonna do?
As well Peraza available as well. Right. So he's been heating up. So
he has been.
Yeah.
Okay.
One or the two. I don't really know. If I had to guess, just because he's already been up before, they're going to go with Peraza. But I think the right move now is the time for Dominguez. Let's go.
Cabrera played third last night.
Yeah.
Right? How does he look at third?
Yeah, no, he's comfortable. He's good. He can play all over. So.
All right.
Yeah. So let's just win tonight and then on to Detroit. And, you got the Little League Classic, Sunday Night Baseball as well. So I believe that would mean, off day tomorrow.
Oh, that's right.
But hopefully Warren, can give you between 5 and 6 innings, 2 runs or less, and the offense will continue to rake. That's what I have in mind, and that's what I fully expect to see happen here.
I would as well, dude. Are you a little nervous that all your runs came from one guy last night?
No, because you had 9 hits.
9 hits is great.
Yeah. Very negative, but it makes sense. If I was on a 4-game losing streak too, I would be negative.
Listen, pump the brakes.
Part of it is that it's okay.
It's not nothing to do with that, actually, dude.
What does it have to do with them?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just
maybe it's a little hot here.
First of all, it is a little warm in here. Second of all, you said it, like you fully expect offense to be going, whatever. But I'm just saying, like Warren's pitching, the offense, obviously, only one person
the White Sox
scored.
Will be fine, especially after getting embarrassed the other night. They're not going to let that happen. That's what I'm saying. So we could give a reason for this. I think the main reason is they're not going to let it happen. You asked a question. I gave you the answer, Tony. I don't know what else you want me to say.
No, that's totally right. That is exactly right, dude. By the way, I just got a text from Matthew Ryan. He says, Mets lost, suck it, Tony. And then he says, Tony, you need lessons.
Wow.
Which is totally right.
Yeah, he means lessons on not being a Mets fan. That's what he just texted me.
No, he did not text you. There's no way he texted you, dude. He doesn't have your number, okay? I can give it to him if you like, dude.
Yeah, it seems like you guys have a good rapport. All right, Tony, you're tight, obviously. And like I said, I would be tight too. So at the end of the day, the A's, manageable opponent here. What happens?
Yeah, obviously, you guys know Mets lost last night 9-4. courtesy of a horrendous start, maybe some type of double agent going on or something with Blackburn against his former team. I don't know what it was, but he positively sucks, dude. His final line: 4 innings, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, 4 walks through only 82 pitches. Literally, just couldn't last in the game here. And it started early and often in the very first inning. And again, I guess, you know, I mean, I wouldn't even say it's like, oh my God, like he wasn't locating pitchers or whatever, because he was, but you know, I guess kind of like maybe what you described with Leiter or whoever, the stuff was just very hittable. Mm-hmm. And I guess in the beginning maybe he did struggle with some location, but I mean, I think he settled down after the first inning. You know, leadoff walk to Butler. Rooker, who we mentioned has been killing it this year for the A's, does get a single off the bat here. So you have runners, you know, on first and second, with no outs in the first inning. Blackburn makes a smart move and actually picks off Butler at second. Actually it was a great pickoff move. You got to appreciate that, I suppose. Veteran move there. Caught, you know, recognized Butler was sleeping, picked him off, but then, you know, Baudet comes in, reaches on an infield single. And then you get a fly out by Andujar, but then Langoliers hit by pitch. Bases are loaded here. Brown ropes a double. Bases are cleared. It's 3-0, just like that. And it's just like what the fuck, dude? Like you just can't. It's the first inning, and you're just so hittable, you know. Your fastball's coming in at like 92. Not that great. Your changeup was predictable, and I think that's why you were getting hit a lot. But then, of course, you know, like and a 2-out hit like that is just absolutely killer in the first inning. And it's, of course, next batter comes up, flies out or grounded out, I think, right to Blackburn even to end the inning. And it's like you couldn't just fucking do that one batter ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why does it have to happen? So you're down 3-0 immediately. And then, of course, I guess actually before the game, I forgot to mention, Ross Stripling was placed into the bullpen, actually. The A's put him in the bullpen. Get this guy Boyle start.
Opener or regular starter?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think he's an opener. Actually, I may not be wrong. Let's check it right now, actually. But nonetheless, I mean, he's throwing absolute gas. He's throwing 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
And I really don't know much about him. Let's see what we got here in the year. I think his numbers on the year weren't great, or far from great. He's a really young guy. I know that. I don't know if he was used out of the bullpen this year, though. Let's see, dude. Starts. Oh, you know, he's a starter. At least I guess that's what they've been using him for anyway. But literally has not pitched really that well. You know, he lasted 1 inning against Miami, his last start out, 4 earned runs, you know, 3 innings against the Yankees he pitched, I guess, giving up 2, pitched 6 innings against Cleveland, you know, I guess way back when, gave up 7 earned runs. You know, the young guy hasn't had a ton of starts, but his ERA is above a 7.
Wow. So you would have thought, here we go.
And I understand maybe the late change. Mets gets confused. Obviously, Stripling doesn't throw 100. This guy does. So I could, again, maybe anticipate some.
I mean, that's completely different. Yeah, Ross Stripling, a finesse.
Yeah, exactly. So it is totally different. So I could see maybe, I understand why the first inning you see 3 up, 3 down. Lindor, Nimmo striking out, Winker grounding out. Winker's a fucking loser. I don't even know why we still have him on the team, to be honest. And Blackburn comes in, top of the second, settles down a little bit, 3 up, 3 down for him. And the bottom of the second, you know, with Boyle pitching, you actually get some offense going. You know, Martinez gets hit by a pitch right in the elbow. He doesn't wear any fucking padding. He does leave the game after the inning.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, might be out a little bit.
Yeah, probably, dude. I mean, again, 100-mile-an-hour fastball off the elbow will do that to you.
Not good.
And he was, you know, he was being a trooper about it, I suppose, but old guy, probably going to go on the injured list here, which
could
honestly
be lost for the season. Might be a good thing. Struggling, who cares?
Exactly, kind of deal. Iglesias, a nice RBI single to score. Martinez, you know, came around, which was great. It's 3-1, just like that. You get some offense going, but Blackburn fucking blows it a little bit here. But also, I guess you could say, arguably, his defense is fucking him up a little bit. Blackburn, of course, Rooker, leadoff single, 2 for 2 so far in the night. Walk split day. But again, like Blackburn just kind of working himself into a hole. All right. So you have 2 on, nobody out. Andujar comes in, grounds out to third base. Iglesias, like a fucking idiot, tries to get a double play out of this. Steps on third, throws to first is what he's thinking. So He runs towards this ball, which is a grounder to him on a hop. So it's not the easiest ball to play. Stop picking your scab. Take it easy, dude. Let's go.
Really,
Dial it in, dude.
Really going cost.
That's right. And then so he does like literally, dude. He takes like maybe a step or two at the ball, and thinks, "Oh, I can get this," and then goes to third base before he catches the ball. And just fucking doesn't catch the ball. Like he just literally just goes to third and the ball goes to the left and it's fucking over, dude. All right. It's so over. Gives up a run because of that. You lose you give up a run because of that. All right. And then Bodé saved at third. So nobody gets out, dude. Like that's it. It's honestly. And then of course the Langoliers comes up and what happens, because we've seen this so often, after an error in the field, next batter.
See ya. Kind of like the Cal Raleigh home run the other night.
Exactly. Literally the same exact thing. To dead set or left center, it says here, even though I guess whatever. 400 feet, 3-run dinger. It's 7-1 now. And you're just fucking shitting yourself. All right. Blackburn gets out of the inning, but it's the third inning, 7-1. Boyle gets through the third, no problem. Blackburn gets through the fourth, no problem. Boyle comes back, gets through the fourth, no problem on his own, which is, again, now it's fucking 4 innings of you not hitting this guy. Like, you should have figured it out by now, but we'll get there. Because the 5th inning for the Mets, you do get something going. But, of course, it's the 5th inning. Oakland feels comfortable enough to bring in a bullpen guy. But nonetheless, Lindor leadoff single, Nimmo gets walked, Boyle gets into some trouble here. Winker, nice RBI double from him, which I think is his second hit as a Met. Hoorah. Alonso, big single as well for him, scoring 2. It's 7-4, just like that. Vientos gets walked. So you have runners on first and second with nobody out, 7-4. They bring in Adams. Who is a former Met, believe it or not, never pitched, I think, at all this year, was traded to Oakland for some cash. And he was very obviously really tight about it because he came out, he was chirping the fucking dugout the whole game.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he copy some celebration?
He did Iglesias' oh my God celebration.
Love it.
After shut the fuck up, Brian. After striking out Alvarez, dude. And honestly, he's a fucking bum. All right. He's 33 years old, probably divorced. And honestly, dude, because he's a fucking bum. He's a loser. All right. Look at his stats, dude.
I don't know. I just
to come out after barely pitching this year for the Mets. I think he pitched a little bit for Arizona. They didn't want him. All right. Clearly he's tight. And you know what? It's cute, dude, that you did well against the Mets, your former team. Because I guarantee you next time you out there, you get fucking popped. You're in a losing organization. You're a loser, dude. Anyway, and also I think it was Diaz who said it in the post-game interview. In post-game, he was like, "Dude, that guy, like, take it easy, dude." He was like, "That was too much." He's like, "Not for nothing. Like, we didn't even no one even knows who you are. You were never even in the roster to be up in the majors."
Seems a little defensive, though. I don't know. It's like, you know what I mean? Don't give him the ability to do that. But
no, I understand that. Well, again, I mean, he gets out of a jam, which is great. For him, but I mean, like, other than that, like again, you want to talk about like, why are you talking shit? Like, you never pitched a game for the Mets, like in the majors. Like, and what's wrong with you? Why are you so tight?
Putting it back at you, giving you one of your answers. By the way, he in 41 innings, his ERA is 3.9. That's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible. But again, he didn't see the majors for the Mets. Like, he never pitched for the Mets,
right? But I'm saying,
so what are you tight about?
I think, though, at the same time, you have to just ask yourself, why is he doing that? But then it's like, why are you losing to the A's? You know what I mean? Full fit, like that is just more annoying because it's in a loss. That's all I'm saying. And I think,
obviously, I mean,
if you take care of business, there is no like, oh my God, whatever. I don't even know what that is. It's weird, whatever. But
well, obviously, if you're winning, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't. Like,
but he wouldn't do that
if you're
winning. That's the point I'm making. So it's like, you don't want to see it. Well, you know.
Well, it's not even that I don't want to see it. It's just like, who are you? Like, it's just uncalled for. Like, what happened?
I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but
I understand. But like,
the Mets.
You're gonna be tight because like the team traded you for cash. But again,
but is it also? I mean, you're gonna fault him for that. I mean, doesn't every player have a chip on his shoulder when an organization tells them that they're not worth anything to them anymore, so they're getting rid of him? Doesn't every player?
No. I mean, I totally agree, but it just seemed like he had some type of personal vendetta. Like, not even against the Mets, but just like against like the players, it seemed, because he was chirping the dugout the whole game. And then he goes out and does that. And it's just like, what?
Well, maybe he's thinking like, geez, I mean, this bullpen's been a mess all year, and you guys said that I wasn't good enough to be in it. I mean, I'm just trying to think inside the head of the player. I mean, that is possible.
No, I get it, but that's why everyone in the locker room after the game is like, why?
Yeah, but I think that's what it is.
Like, why is this guy saying, doing this?
Oh, you're telling me I'm not good enough for your bullpen, but I just shut you down out of the A's bullpen.
Yeah, no, I get it. Regardless.
In the celebration, come on. Oh, Iglesias, too. Like I told you, the guy is a journeyman utility player. To have an my God, like what is that? Like, it's a little ridiculous.
I mean, he's having a good year.
But his average since we started talking about him is went down like 70 points. Like, it's like, and by the time it's over, you're telling me it's not going to be 260? It is.
260 isn't bad.
But it's not anything to write home about. And to have a celebration and a song, kind of embarrassing, honestly.
That's just your opinion. I think this guy's embarrassing, honestly. Like, give me a fucking break. And honestly, I mean, the rest of the game, Mets offensively get pretty much shut down. But I mean, Diaz came in. I mean, he pitched pretty well in the ninth. Did give up a double, but had 2 strikeouts and a ground out. So he got the job done after, I feel like, a little while of not seeing him too.
But yeah, like, what's the deal though? Is he still the closer?
Yeah, he is still the closer, but I just think
they just haven't been any save opportunities.
Exactly. Obviously Seattle,
has he really butchered like a few recently, or that was kind of now he's kind of back on it.
I mean, I could double check the stats, but I mean, from recent memory of his outings, he hasn't given up runs. He's given up hits, but not really runs. Okay. Maybe one.
So since that tough stretch, he's
been pretty cool, dude, which is good. Because when that save opportunity presents itself, hopefully he can dial it in and get it in there. But at the end of the day, obviously it's a ridiculous loss. And it's very untimely, obviously, because, we were expecting the sweep here, just like, obviously the Yankees against the White Sox here, but just like them too, you want to just next game up here. It's Peterson against some other fucking bum. And honestly, I think now that the Mets also like understand this Austin Adams guy, if they see him again, dude, you better watch out, Brian. No, I'm telling you right now, dude.
Just,
because obviously like this guy is starting shit. Like,
yeah, but see, I really think though, I don't know, this whole conversation we're having about this, it does it not feel so familiar? Like, does it not?
What do you mean? Like this instance with the pitcher?
I don't even like, just with Mets fans just getting tight about stuff. It's like, at the end of the day, like, you're going to be chirped or people are going to come at you because you're not doing your job as good as you could. So it's like, that's on you. And I just feel like for whatever reason, the players, the team, the fans, like, just have a problem accepting that. Like, that's what it comes from. This Adams guy, it's like, well, like, he was shutting you down and you got rid of him. And then not only did he shut you down, the entire A's team won, and they're not anywhere near the playoffs. And this is a road game for them. They're coming cross country.
Right.
Like, you got to show up better. I mean, I think that's the real conversation.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I feel like any team would be doing this though. And I feel like didn't the Yankees have a scenario like this too, where they were getting chirped?
Whoa.
I know, I'm trying to remember, but there definitely was like an instant. I wish I could remember, to be honest. But regardless, I mean, if this guy, listen, Brian, regardless of who you're playing, if this guy who you didn't even fucking know is coming in here and like causing a commotion and talking shit, like, you're gonna answer back the next game. Like, you're gonna be ready for.
That's fine. I think what I'm saying is,
dude,
to me, it seems like any sport, any team, common theme. People are getting tired about chirped.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what's really going on? They're not winning, and that's what puts everything to rest.
Right.
Go take care of it on the field. Don't go blow it again tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying that's what it just seems like.
Right.
People get like hurt about like getting chirped or made fun of or whatever, but it's because they're losing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, of course. And I mean, like, that's obviously the best way to do it is to just go out there and win.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's exactly why Adams is chirping too, because he sucks. And now he's doing good right now.
I mean, his whip's
so he's acting like he's never been there before.
But he's had
a
pretty good year, though.
Yeah, but clearly, like, teams don't want him. This is his 3rd team in 1 year, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, teams don't want him. He's tight. Now he's doing well, and he's acting like a little bitch about it. So I'm telling you right now, next time he comes out of the pen, because now the Mets obviously know his name, because before they clearly didn't, because he's a fucking loser, he's going to get popped. I'm telling you right now, dude, I wish we see him tonight or tomorrow. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, I mean, but that's what you have to do.
And that's just like, again, Yankees bounce back game 2 against the White Sox. Yeah. Mets going to bounce back game 2 against the A's. Peterson's pitching tonight. He's pitched okay recently. and obviously doesn't have a history with his team. I want to say the reason why Blackburn got popped last night is because he pitched to a bunch of guys who know what he does. That's probably why he was getting hit on a lot. Maybe he was trying different things, which is why he struggled with control earlier on. So, I mean, that's probably what that is. I mean, that's Blackburn's fault for not preparing against, his former team. But honestly, I didn't expect much from him anyway. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think, and again, like last minute stripling out, this guy throws 100 in, like, yeah, it's going to fuck with your offense, dude. Like, obviously something that maybe the Mets didn't expect. I mean, I didn't really hear much about this guy. I didn't think Stripling was going to go to the bullpen, whatever. I think it's a flash in the pan. I think Mets take next 2 games, honestly, easily. No fucking 4-1 victory from one guy. I'm talking all team hitting, because God knows they fucking need it too. So.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. In a tight wild card race, I mean, you can't afford to lose any more games here.
I think you're a game and a half back now of the Braves, and the
Cardinals.
Giants are a game and a half back of you.
Oh, okay.
Of us, of the Mets. Gotcha. So again, we talked about it. It's going to be this fucking tight probably until October, dude. Like it is going to be this tight. So come down to the wire. We know that. And that's why the Mets obviously have to win as many games as they can right now, because their schedule does get harder later in the month and in September. And I think I want to say after the A's, they have the Nationals and then the Orioles.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
So you got it, like these next 5 games. It may even be a 4-game set. It's a 4-game set against the Orioles, maybe, or the Nationals. Doesn't matter. These next 5 games, like you got to win. You really do. And you are kind of fortunate enough that the Braves are fringe, kind of freaking out right now.
But the time is now.
Exactly, the time is now. It's the A's. It's Peterson. Obviously we'll do our frenzy here, but I can see Peterson doing well tonight.
Yeah. And a couple quick comments here. Matthew Ryan says, I'm scared to come to Sussex, New Jersey to play around against me anytime, Matthew. He's
scared?
No, he said I'm scared.
Oh,
I'll do that anytime. Matthew Gabriel says, let's go. Josh P loves to see the 3 dingers. Jimmy Butka got to win the series tonight. Let's go Yanks. Right on it, brother. Matthew Ryan, Mets suck now. Mets will get swept once again. LOL, Tony, the steak dinner is starting to taste good. Steak dinner is starting to taste so good. So he is jacked up, Tony. But you think he's going to be excited to see what you have to say?
Probably not.
A full-on abbreviated baseball frenzy.
That is right, Zach. Let's freaking go, dude. It's 7:10. It's game 2. We're back in Flushing again. Tickets as low as $3, Brian. Think about that, dude. But the Mets here, minus 180, obviously still favorites to win. We know the deal. Peterson on the bump here. And, I mean, you want to look at him. Obviously, he's not, I guess, an absolute shoo-in. But a 3.34 ERA, 6-1 on the year, I would say he's kind of dialed it in this year.
Yeah,
especially good numbers, especially comparing him his previous years. Then we have Joey Estes on the mound. Obviously, you can take it with a grain of salt if you want, because obviously the guy last night had a higher ERA, but a 4.70 ERA for Estes here. Obviously, way more innings pitched to, larger sample size to see from. So it's brings them to see maybe what the Mets could do. Alonso has got to get shit going, dude. Honestly, I think a lot of the Mets' success moving on is going to fall on his shoulders. He's got to fucking dial it in. He had a big single last night. Let's get a nice chain of hits going on here. Alvarez is another guy who's been so fucking quiet, and he's someone who a lot of these losses, if he was just hot, the Mets would probably win these games. Honestly, because I think it's so important. He's a bit more in the bottom of the lineup too. McNeil has been atrocious. Nimmo atrocious. JD, interesting to see what happens where kind of Vientos lies. If he's going to be DH spot, they're going to maybe start him somewhere else. Iglesias, the error last night cost him a run. He's going to start third. Doesn't matter though, because I do think Alonso shows up. I think he's going to have a 3-home run game, Brian. All right, let's go. Answering the bell here. I say Mets, there's a couple guys in the bags too during those home runs from Alonso. I think absolute offensive explosion when it rains, Brian. It pours, dude. The window is open. Let's go. I say the Mets win this game. I don't want to look at the over-under. Mets score 7, give up 2. They win 7-2. Mets and the over. Matthew Ryan, my steak dinner's tasting pretty good.
I am going to go with the Yankees in the over,
Obviously.
winning the series here, winning 5 out of 6 against Chicago this season. Will Warren, finally a good outing for the 25-year-old pitcher. I'm going to say he goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs, but strikes out 9. Takes a page out of Jake Cousins' book, getting the young White Sox hitters chasing that low slider. And I think the offense early, often, Stanton, Judge. How about Soto again? 4th homer in 2 games. And I think this is an absolute bloodbath. The Yankees are ready to head to Motown. And they destroy the White Sox here by the final score of 10-4. So it's the Yankees and it's the over.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a limb here, to be honest. I'm taking the Dodgers tonight. It's game 3 against the Brewers. They're looking for the sweep. And Walker Buehler is getting, I don't know, maybe like his 6th, 7th start of the year or something. He has missed a ton of time, obviously. Only 37 innings pitched so far. Has 10 walks and 10 home runs given up. Not great for him. He's gotten popped, but a big get-right spot for him. I think you're going to see vintage Walker. A 5.84 ERA for him is unbelievable. Freaking Montas, the other end of the side of the Brewers, has been pitching well. I think he gets popped. Buehler, 7 shutout innings, 10 Ks, looking like pre-injury Walker Buehler for the Dodgers. You know they need it, even though they're still winning games. Ohtani going to get his 38th home run of the year. I say Dodgers go on to win this game. I'm going to say maybe 5-1 or 6-2. Regardless, Dodgers, and you're under there in Milwaukee. What's game 2 looking like for you, Brian?
I'm going to go with the Padres, completing the sweep, sending the Pirates into their misery, 9 straight losses, and I think that's just going to continue here. Former Pirate Martin Perez starting for the Padres, opposed by Mitch Keller. Keller's been decent this year, but just Pirates team, it just seems like it's all falling apart at the same time, unfortunately for them. But I think Profar, Machado, Bogarts, all with home runs here. And I think the Padres, after a great performance from Michael King last night, the double-digit strikeout game, no runs allowed. I think they hammer the Pirates here, winning 12-4. So it's the Padres and it's the over.
All right, here, 3rd game, last game for me. Just looking at, I mean, I do like Cole Reagan's. They fucking got popped. Oh, we really got popped last night, huh? Twins are kind of going on a little tear. I think Reagan's is due here for a good outing. And Varland for Minnesota, the Twins. I don't think they're getting swept here. Hunter Renfroe has Varland's number this year too. So I love that. Big game at a Hunter Renfroe. You absolutely do. Let's go with the Royals here. Your over-under is 8.5. On the money lines, like Royals are plus 115, so they're actual dogs here, which is pretty interesting. Reagan's, I would think, solid adding, maybe 6 2/3, 2 earned runs, 3 earned runs, something along there. Royals go off. Hunter Renfroe, dinger. Bobby Witt, another dinger. How about fucking D.H. Lewis here, 15 home runs in the year, 276. Yeah, dude. Give me Royals edging out this game. I say they win by a score of maybe 7-4, edging out the Twins, avoiding the sweep, getting a win underneath their belt. So give me Royals in the over, bud, for my 3rd game.
All right here. So 3rd game, final game. Phillies have lost 4 in a row, struggling really since the Yankees beat them up pretty good, but lost to Miami last night, got shut out. Not going to happen again. They're at home. It's a pitching matchup of Phillips versus Cabrera, both pitchers with bloated ERAs. But I think this Phillies offense, that Yankee influence, Robbie Thompson, all those years in the Yankee organization.
Wow.
Kevin Long, the longtime Yankee hitting coach. They're talking about that in the Yes broadcast last night. Made me think of it. Nevertheless, I'm going to say Bryce Harper, 3 home runs. So copying Juan Soto here. And the Phillies winning this game 7-0. Phillies under, just like that. That is your baseball frenzy. OAGCT says, what is up?
Yo, dude. Been a while since
Been a long time.
OAGCT. Dude.
Christopher Ortega?
No. Not Chris Ortega.
Who is it?
Another Chris. Yes. Christopher, former student of mine.
There we go.
Memory serves me.
Ryan McNeil, where are you? Red Sox scuffling a little bit, maybe? I mean, I think they won last night, but other than that, they've been doing
Duran?
bad. Yeah, Duran.
There's so many like free Duran posts I saw the other day.
And he says, "Prof." Wait, there's so many what?
Free Duran posts.
Free. Oh, he's back. I mean, it was just a 2 game.
3. Oh, those 3 games.
No, 2 games.
Oh, interesting. Oh, he's back already. So there you go. I mean, yeah, it's tough, dude. Hot mics. Gotta watch your mouth, dude.
Brenneman.
Oh my God, dude. That was a special day.
For Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, oh my God, dude.
Oh man. Yeah. So here we are, and the stretch run for baseball continues. As Tony would say, the golf is heating up for the playoffs. You're gonna end up like being, it's just so funny. You're gonna end up being so into it.
I don't think so, dude.
Yep. Next week too. Castle Rock, first time at the course, PGA Tour event. There's going to be some juice.
First time at the course?
Yeah.
Really? They hadn't had an event there before?
It's exciting.
Is it like a new course?
I don't know anything
No
about
idea.
it.
Oh, interesting, dude. Where is it? Don't even know?
It's in
Carolina?
No, it's Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah. Castle Rock, Colorado.
Interesting, dude.
Yeah. It's interesting too. Josh B needed those 2 games. Need everything I can against you. LOL. I don't know what he's
needed. What 2 games?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. What he means there.
Well, he's playing you in fantasy, right?
He is playing me in fantasy.
Maybe he had 2 good starters or something. 2 good starts going on.
Did he have Michael King?
I thought you had Michael King.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Oh man. Fantasy. Yeah, but fantasy what? What 2 games?
Fantasy what, dude? Let's see the league matchups here. What are you guys doing? The cruise control.
Duran's suspension. There we go. Okay.
Duran.
He does make sense.
Needed those 2 games because you have Duran.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be coming with the vengeance. I know you're thinking, he's gonna be traveling tomorrow over the weekend.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna forget about.
But the time change, though, you got to be careful, though.
You never know, dude. You never know the time change.
But the stretch run here, just so excited.
Oh yeah, he's beating you 9-4 right now, huh?
And I'll have something to say about that, Tony.
Oh, I bet, dude. Wow, so this is it, dude.
This is it. This is sayonara for me and Zach too. Kind of crazy that time just
flew
that's
by,
right,
dude.
Flew by.
It'll be Zach and I tomorrow.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Yeah,
and we get you back when?
Next Thursday. So
next Thursday, baby.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, next Thursday, and then right into the Horseshoe Sunday, Castle Rock.
Castle Rock, dude. If it's like
you're just, I don't know. I think you're tight with the Mets, so you're
Colorado, dude.
You're disgruntled. Though.
Colorado seems weird to me, dude.
But we've previewed fall PGA Tour events, and you've never said anything about juice. Like the field is like there's nobody in it, and you're fine with that. But now that we have every good golfer play,
last week was fun at Wyndham.
But the point I'm trying to make is this field this week is way better than any of these other tournaments, and there was no complaints for you there. But just for some reason, there's a complaint here.
Yeah. Again, maybe I'm just listening to you so much. I don't know. Maybe because I'm watching these 30 for 30s that just have such great fucking golf. What?
Just want a major championship? I mean, is that what it is?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm alluding to.
Yeah. The players is just as good, though, I think. Like, maybe not just as good, but it satisfies the thirst for something like that.
And honestly, again, like that, I think like Wyndham got me jacked up because like Greiserman blown, like guys we don't see very often. Right. Like that kind of jacked me up a little bit. But now it's just like back to, like, I'm looking at the field. I'm like, oh, like Scotty, Xander, Rory.
Yeah, player of the year too. There's no juice for you there. Like who's
Scotty's gonna win it? Like it's over.
Xander
dude.
wins the
tour
championship.
He's not gonna win the tour.
I don't know. We'll
Rory's gonna blow it. He sucks. I'm tired of hearing his name, honestly, dude.
I could see him winning it just because it's just not a major.
And like
what he does, he's won it 3 times.
Again, going back to watching these 2 docs too, I just feel like seeing Norman like splash out on the scene, seeing Daly come out on the scene. Like I kind of want. I wish there was someone like on the fucking tour like that, dude.
Nick Dunlap. What?
He's not like splashing on the scene.
You don't think he?
Like he doesn't have anything going. Like
you're talking about the personality.
Yes, dude. Everything about that, like that, looks sick to me, dude.
Yeah.
Like I want to see that on the tour.
Bryson was that,
but where exactly? Where he's not there right now, dude.
But when
he's
he
gone.
plays in majors, or you could turn on the CW, right?
Come on,
Greensboro.
Come on,
this week
dude.
is Greensboro. We should have. I think it's it starts on Friday, dude. You're not juiced.
No, I'm not juiced, dude.
This or the Greenbrier.
I mean, I guess this.
Okay. I mean, just wanted to make sure.
I mean,
dude.
Greenbrier. I mean, like, nice. Like, I can see a nice drone shot of 20 people looking at a fucking one guy tee off.
Oh,
like, come on.
man.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at John Daly. There's fucking hundreds of people following him. I'm like, this is sick,
no,
dude.
It's major championship golf. And there's some tournaments that I do really like, though, I have to say. Like the players, I love.
Yeah.
The waste management.
We talked about that. Waste management's fun.
Is amazing. And then like Pebble Beach, I like especially if we can get good weather next year, that would be great. Playing in Hawaii is always cool too, as well.
The Travelers is cool.
Yeah, the Travelers is cool. So there's some events. The Memorial, Bay Hill.
Those are behind us right now.
No, I know. Well, I'm saying just the fact, the statement of there's other tournaments that.
Yes.
And then the President's Cup, Royal Montreal, Captain Furyk, right? Captain Furyk
we'll see,
Captain Phillips, honestly. Like, meaning, like, would you rather watch the President's Cup or Captain Phillips?
That movie's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah. I've seen part of it.
I love that movie.
But go back to being Walter White, though. That's what I would say. It just seems it's weird seeing him in a different role. That's all. It just seems like he's meant to be Walter White. Bryan Cranston. Isn't he in that movie as the captain that gets hijacked?
No, that's Tom Hanks. He's captain. He's the
really?
Captain. Yeah. Dude.
Are you sure?
100%, dude. Like 100%.
Well, at least I don't have to feel embarrassed. I don't know anything about this shit. Yeah, I'm just talking out of my ass, basically. So, but anyway, don't watch that movie.
Come on, it's a great movie, dude.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't really know much about it. I just saw a little bit of it.
Couple clips.
Anyway, gonna miss everybody, but I know
we'll
Tony and Zach will hold down tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Tony and Michael potentially after that. Maybe Matthew pops in. Who knows?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, a surprise Matthew. Michael always gets around for that.
Yeah. The surprise Matthew.
But you'll hear from me. Don't worry.
Oh, absolutely.
You will hear from me like you would hear from Matthew Ryan.
What are you looking forward to most on your trip? Anything planned that you're looking forward to specifically?
I mean,
a reservation at a certain restaurant?
Javier's, Nobu, Sunset Cruise. Top 3. Let's
Sunset Cruise.
And checking out Malibu.
Wow.
Checking out Malibu, yeah.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah. So really excited for that. And other than that, I mean, let's go Yankees, right?
Let's go Mets.
But appreciate everybody tuning in today, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay and Costume, the merch, DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games. Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Mets.
And we will see you mañana.
Not gonna see you.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.